Wrapping up an impactful week up here at the Capitol, I was proud to sponsor and pass two very important pieces of legislation this week to protect Tennessee children. Senate Bill 1 protects children by prohibiting doctors from performing irreversible surgeries on minor children or from prescribing harmful drugs that alter a child's body for the purpose of treating gender dysphoria. There's been a lot of misinformation out there about so-called gender-affirming care. There is virtually no scientific evidence showing that puberty blockers, cross-sex hormones, and gender transition surgeries are effective treatments for gender dysphoria in minors. A number of other countries, in fact, who were early adopters of these gender-affirming treatment protocols have recognized the lack of scientific evidence and have now pressed the pause button on these treatments in their own countries. And that's what Senate Bill 1 does. It presses pause on these treatments for minors here in Tennessee. It's vitally important that children who are suffering from mental health issues get the important mental health treatment that they need. This is why I've supported our efforts to expand access to these services for all Tennesseans. The scientific evidence shows that the vast majority of children with gender dysphoria will actually resolve or outgrow their dysphoria naturally by adulthood. This is why we have a duty to protect kids and not allow irreversible medical procedures while they are a developing adolescent. If on a child's 18th birthday, however, they feel like they want to start a transition, then they can do so because they are an adult. Children, however, do not have the cognitive capacity or the vital life experiences necessary to make a decision that can have lifelong consequences, even around their own ability to one day conceive children. The second important child protection bill we passed this week was Senate Bill 3. You may have incorrectly heard that this bill bans drag shows in Tennessee. It does no such thing. What the bill does is simply say that if you're going to perform any type of sexually explicit adult-oriented entertainment, you can't have kids around. That's all it does. It applies to all entertainers, regardless of how they dress, and quite frankly, it's a very common sense piece of legislation. We're back in full swing here in the General Assembly. Committees are taking up a number of very important pieces of legislation. Check back with me in a week or two, and we'll have an update on these and other important things we're doing up here at your state capitol.